Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're shining a spotlight on one of the most beautiful and meaningful coins to ever come out of the United States Mint, none other than the 2022 P. Maya Angelou $quarter coin. This coin is not only a modern masterpiece, but it could also be hiding a jaw-dropping value that you won't believe until the very end of this video. So stick with us, because this is a coin story you'll want to hear all the way through. Now, let's talk about what makes the Maya Angelou quarter from 2022 so special. This incredible coin was the first release in the American Women Quarters program, a historic series that honors trailblazing women who made monumental contributions to American history and culture. Maya Angelou, a poet, author, civil rights activist, and symbol of resilience and empowerment, was the perfect choice to lead this new era of U.S. coinage. The Philadelphia Mint's 2022 issue proudly bears the P Mint mark and features Angelou's likeness, with arms uplifted, inspired by her powerful autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, a tribute that sends chills down the spine of anyone who truly appreciates history and legacy. But while the coin's symbolism is breathtaking on its own, there's even more excitement hidden beneath the surface. What has truly caught the attention of collectors and dealers worldwide are the rare minting errors and variations that have been discovered in a limited number of these coins. These aren't just any errors, they're striking, highly collectible flaws that turn an already beautiful coin into a true numismatic treasure. This is where the story gets thrilling, because these mistakes are exactly what drive coin values to the sky. One of the most talked about errors is the die clash error, where the coin's design was mistakenly imprinted in a way that caused ghost-like impressions of design elements to appear where they shouldn't be. These fascinating anomalies occur when the coin dies strike each other without a planchet in between, leaving behind unusual shapes, outlines, or even mirror images that make collectors' jaws drop. And when this happens on a coin that's part of a groundbreaking series like the Maya Angelou quarter, the rarity multiplies instantly. Another highly sought-after error involves struck-through grease errors, which happen when a buildup of debris or grease partially blocks the design during minting, resulting in soft, missing, or faded elements on the coin. This makes the quarter look visibly off, and while some people might overlook it, experienced collectors know this is exactly the kind of error that raises eyebrows and values at coin shows and auctions. Imagine holding a Maya Angelou quarter with a ghosted image or missing inscriptions. It's like finding a misprinted painting from a famous artist. Some 2022 P quarters have even been found with off-center strikes, where the design is shifted to one side, leaving a blank crescent on the other. These coins are not only eye-catching, but extremely rare and desirable, especially when the date and mint mark are still fully visible. That combination, error plus identifiable features, is what collectors dream about, because it tells a story and preserves the full context of the coin's origin while showcasing its unique mistake. To identify these rare and valuable coins, you need to look closely, really closely. Grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe and inspect every inch of the coin. Check for ghost-like images near Maya Angelou's arms or wings, examine the inscriptions for fading or missing letters, and pay attention to any design shifts or unusual textures. If you find anything that stands out from a normal coin, do not spend it, protect it immediately, and have it professionally evaluated. What looks like a small smudge could actually be a major payday. The demand for these coins has absolutely skyrocketed since the release of the series. Collectors are racing to find high-grade examples and especially hunting down any errors or variants. Coin forums, marketplaces, and auction houses have all reported a surge in activity surrounding the Maya Angelou quarter, and for good reason. It's not only a symbol of progress and recognition, but also a coin that is already becoming a modern classic in numismatic circles. Just recently, a stunning 2022 P Maya Angelou quarter with a rare minting error, preserved in mint state condition, was auctioned off for a mind-blowing price that no one saw coming. This was a clean, sharp error coin with strong visual appeal and authenticated by professional grading services. The final price for this magnificent piece of modern history was an astonishing $20,000. Yes, You heard that right, $20,000 for a coin that many people still consider modern pocket change. That's the magic of rare coins, and why paying attention to even the newest pieces in your collection can lead to surprising and life-changing discoveries. So go through your coins, double-check your 2022 quarters, and look closely at every detail, because the next big discovery could be sitting in your pocket right now. We'd love to hear from you. Have you found a Maya Angelou quarter with strange markings or unique features? Do you have questions about what to look for or want help identifying a possible error? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's build a community of passionate collectors helping each other uncover these hidden treasures. Second rare coin. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and exciting coins in U.S. coinage history, the 1965 United States quarter dollar. This might look like just another everyday quarter to the untrained eye, but believe me, there's nothing ordinary about this coin when you know what to look for. Some versions of this coin are worth a fortune, and yes, we're talking life-changing money, so stay with us until the very end, because this is one video you do not want to miss. Now, why is the 1965 quarter such a hot topic in the world of rare coins? It all goes back to a pivotal moment in U.S. mint history. The year 1965 marked a major transition. This was the first year the U.S. Mint stopped using 90% silver in quarters and switched to a copper-nickel clad composition due to rising silver prices. That change created a perfect storm for minting errors, experimental strikings, and transitional planchets to sneak through, and that is exactly what makes certain 1965 quarters incredibly rare and unbelievably valuable. Among the most sought-after rarities is the 1965 quarter that was accidentally struck on a 90% silver planchet meant for coins minted in previous years. These are known as transitional errors, and they are extremely limited in number. Imagine a coin struck with the new 1965 date, but made from the old, discontinued silver metal. These coins were never meant to exist, but somehow a few slipped through the cracks, and now they are prized possessions for collectors around the globe. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be holding a true treasure in your hands. Another amazing error to look out for is the double die obverse, where the coin's design appears doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. This can be most clearly seen in the lettering, especially in the words "In God We Trust" or the date itself. If you look closely and notice any doubling on the letters or numbers, you might be looking at a double die error that collectors go absolutely wild for. These errors aren't just cool to look at, they drive serious value in the numismatic market and are in very high demand. Collectors are also searching for off-center strikes and broad-struck 1965 quarters. These are coins where the image wasn't properly aligned on the blank planchet, creating a unique and eye-catching look. Off-center quarters from 1965 with visible dates are particularly rare and valuable. Even more exciting is the possibility of finding a coin that was struck on the wrong planchet, such as a dime planchet or even a foreign coin blank. These types of errors are almost like mint-made magic tricks, and they are worth real money. The best way to identify a valuable 1965 quarter is to start with the weight. A normal clad 1965 quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, but a silver planchet quarter will weigh closer to 6.25 grams. So having a precise scale is essential if you want to check your coins at home. After checking the weight, inspect the edges of the coin. A clad coin will have a visible copper stripe along the edge, but a silver coin will have a solid silver edge with no stripe at all. That difference is your first clue that you may be holding a very special variety. Collectors also pay close attention to the overall condition of the coin, a well-preserved, uncirculated 1965 quarter with a rare error can be worth significantly more than one that's been heavily used or damaged. Coins with sharp details, full rims, and a strong strike are much more desirable and often command top dollar at auction. So if you ever find a 1965 quarter that looks extra sharp or different from the rest, set it aside and examine it closely. It might be a hidden gem. The 1965 quarter has gained massive popularity among collectors in recent years due to the discovery of these rare transitional and error varieties. The excitement is growing every day, and auction houses are seeing record-breaking sales for the most exceptional examples. One remarkable coin, a 1965 quarter struck on a 90% silver planchet, in excellent condition and certified by a top grading service, shocked the collecting world when it sold at a prestigious auction for a jaw-dropping price of $150,000. Yes, that's right, one single quarter, a coin that many people wouldn't look at twice, turned out to be worth $150,000. That's the incredible world of rare coins, where the smallest details make the biggest difference and hidden treasures are waiting to be discovered in plain sight. It's why collectors never stop searching, and why every coin in your collection, even the most ordinary-looking one, deserves a second look. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change jars, dig through your old coin rolls, and revisit your childhood collection boxes. You never know, your 1965 quarter could be the next headline-making discovery. And if you think you've found something special, we want to hear about it. Drop a comment below and share your story. Have you found a rare 1965 quarter or another valuable era coin? Let's build a community of collectors helping each other uncover these treasures. Third expensive coin. We are unlocking the secrets behind a coin that many people overlook every single day, the 1988 United States quarter dollar. While it may look like just another Washington quarter at first glance, this coin holds mysteries, surprises, and even a chance at a small fortune for those who know what to look for. So grab your magnifying glasses and your coin jars, because you might be holding onto something truly valuable without even realizing it. The 1988 D quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, as indicated by the small D mint mark on the right side of George Washington's ponytail. This coin was part of the standard circulation series, which means millions were produced, but don't let that fool you. Among those millions, a very small number of coins were minted with rare and stunning errors that have driven collectors into a frenzy. These unique pieces don't just hold numismatic value. They carry stories, history, and in some cases, serious cash value. One of the most exciting types of errors found on the 1988 D quarter is the off-metal striking error, where the coin was mistakenly struck on a planchet that wasn't meant for a quarter at all. Imagine a quarter design printed on the smaller, thinner dime planchet, or even on a foreign coin blank. These minting mistakes are extremely rare, and when discovered, they instantly become the star of any coin collection. They're not only rare, but they also showcase the fascinating complexity of U.S. mint machinery and how a single MIFID can create a high-value collectible. Another error that truly excites serious collectors is the double die obverse, where the front side of the coin shows doubling in the inscriptions or the portrait of George Washington. With this error, you might notice that the words "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" appear slightly doubled or blurred, but not from wear and tear. This doubling happens during the striking process and makes the coin incredibly appealing to those who specialize in error coins. The 1988 D quarter with a strong, clear double die error is considered one of the most desirable modern quarter variants. Collectors also keep an eye out for off-center strikes, which are instantly noticeable and add a striking visual flair to any coin. These occur when the planchet isn't properly aligned in the press, resulting in a coin that looks cut off or unbalanced. If you find a 1988 D quarter that's off-center by more than 10 to 15% and the date is still visible, you might have a valuable piece on your hands. These off-center coins are rare and are often snatched up quickly when they hit the market. Another fascinating error found in some 1988 D quarters involves clashed dies, where the obverse and reverse dies accidentally collide without a planchet in place, imprinting faint outlines of one side onto the other. This creates eerie, ghost-like images on the coin, something that catches the eye immediately. These coins are not only a collector's dream, but also a talking point for anyone interested in the mechanics behind minting errors. They're strange, beautiful, and incredibly desirable. So, how can you identify whether your 1988 D quarter is worth a closer look? Start by weighing the coin. A standard copper-nickel clad quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams, but if it weighs significantly more or less, that could be a sign that it was struck on the wrong metal. Also, examine the edge. If you don't see the familiar copper strip, you might be looking at a transitional error or a silver planchet strike, which is extraordinarily rare for this date. Don't forget to inspect both sides under a magnifier to look for doubling, misalignments, or strange imprints. Every small detail could be the key to unlocking serious value. Condition also plays a huge role in determining how much your coin is worth. A coin that has been well preserved, with sharp details, no major scratches, and full mint luster, is far more desirable than one that's been heavily circulated. If your 1988 D-quarter has a rare error and it's in mint state condition, you could be looking at a very serious value jump. This is why so many collectors store their coins carefully and invest in grading services. It protects the coin and unlocks its full market potential. Interest in the 1988 D-quarter has grown rapidly in the numismatic world, especially as more collectors and dealers discover just how rare and unique some of these error coins are. Recent auctions have seen major bidding wars over high-grade error specimens, and each sale raises awareness and value even more. In one stunning case, a spectacular 1988 D-quarter featuring a dramatic mint error, struck on the wrong planchet and preserved in beautiful condition, shocked everyone at auction when it was sold for an incredible $70,000. Yes, you heard that right, $70,000 for one single quarter. That's not a typo or a myth, that's the real power of coin collecting when history, rarity, and condition come together in one perfect storm. Just imagine the excitement of pulling a coin like that from an old change jar or a forgotten drawer in your home. It's not just pocket change, it's a potential jackpot, so if you've got some 1988 D-quarters lying around, now is the time to take a second look. Examine them carefully, compare them to verified images online, and if anything looks unusual, reach out to a professional coin dealer or grading service for evaluation. And don't forget to share your discoveries with us. We want to hear your stories. Have you found a rare error coin? Do you think you might be holding a valuable piece? Drop your comments below and let's explore the world of rare coins together. Especially, we're talking about the 1997 United States quarter dollar, a coin that might seem ordinary at first, but has a few rare secrets that could make it worth thousands of dollars. If you love coin collecting or just the thrill of discovering hidden value in everyday objects, then this video is made just for you. Now, let's talk about the basics of this coin. The 1997 quarter was minted in Philadelphia, as indicated by the small P mint mark located on the front of the coin, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. This quarter was struck during a time when the U.S. Mint was producing large quantities of coins for everyday use, which means millions of these were circulated across the country. But what makes this coin special is not how many were made, it's how few were made with rare errors and anomalies that send collectors into a frenzy. One of the most exciting features that can make a 1997 quarter incredibly valuable is the presence of a double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice with a misaligned die, resulting in a ghosted or doubled appearance on the inscriptions or design. Pay close attention to areas like the words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," or the date itself. If you notice that these elements appear to be shadowed or duplicated, you may be holding a true rarity, one that serious collectors are actively hunting for. Another rare and valuable error found on some 1997 quarters is the off-center strike. These happen when the planchet, the blank metal disc, isn't properly centered under the press during minting, which causes part of the design to be missing or shifted. The most valuable examples are off-center by about 10 to 50% and still clearly show the date and mint mark. These coins look strikingly different from normal ones, making them instantly eye-catching and a centerpiece in any collection. Collectors are also looking for struck-through errors, which occur when foreign material like grease or a piece of fabric gets between the die and the coin during the strike. This causes part of the design to appear weak or missing, and each one is totally unique. These are not just errors, they are mysterious snapshots of the minting process gone slightly wrong, which adds a whole new level of intrigue and collectability to the coin. Some extremely rare examples of the 1997 quarter have even been discovered with wrong planchet errors, where the quarter design was struck on a blank intended for another denomination, such as a nickel or a foreign coin. These types of minting mistakes are incredibly rare, and they often go unnoticed for years until an eagle-eyed collector spots the difference in weight, size, or edge detail. If you ever come across a 1997 p quarter that feels lighter, heavier, or just looks different, don't ignore it. It could be one of these extraordinary off-metal strikes. To assess the value of your 1997 p quarter, you'll want to start by examining the coin under a good light and, if possible, a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for any signs of doubling, off-center alignment, or unusual texture and color. Then weigh the coin using a digital scale. A standard clad quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams, so any noticeable difference could be a sign of a wrong planchet or another error. And always check the coin's edge. If there's no copper stripe or if it appears to have solid edges, that might mean you're holding something very rare indeed. Another factor that greatly influences value is condition. A 1997 p quarter with a rare error in pristine, uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more than one that's been worn down from years of handling. Coins that still have their original mint luster, clean fields, and sharp details are especially prized by collectors, and when paired with a unique error, the value skyrockets. That's why proper storage and handling are so important, especially when you suspect you might have something special. The demand for error coins like the 1997 p quarter has grown steadily in recent years, as more collectors are turning their attention to modern U.S. coins with unique characteristics. Auction houses, coin dealers, and online marketplaces have all seen record-breaking bids for modern error coins, especially those that are professionally graded and certified by respected organizations. It's a market that continues to grow, and the 1997 p quarter is right at the heart of this exciting trend. In a recent numismatic auction, a beautifully preserved 1997 p quarter featuring a dramatic mint error, a combination of off-center strike and die clash, shocked the community when it sold for an astonishing $45,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $45,000 for a quarter that someone once used as everyday change. That's the magic and mystery of coin collecting, where the most ordinary-looking objects can turn out to be extraordinary treasures. All it takes is a little knowledge, a sharp eye, and the willingness to look a little closer at the coins we handle every day. So now it's your turn. Go check your change, search your drawers, and dig through those old coin rolls. Look for the P mint mark, examine the details, weigh the coin, and take a closer look. You never know. The next big discovery could be right there in your own home. And if you think you've found something, we want to hear about it. Drop a comment below and share your find with the community. Let's celebrate these amazing discoveries together. Last unique coin. We are diving deep into the world of American currency to explore a coin that might be hiding in plain sight, the 1982 United States quarter dollar. At first glance, this coin might seem like just another quarter from your spare change. But what if I told you that a rare version of this coin could be worth a staggering amount of money? That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin has surprised collectors around the world, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why. Let's start by understanding the basics. The 1982 D quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, as identified by the small D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin, just next to George Washington's ponytail. This was a significant year for the U.S. Mint because it was one of the few years when no official uncirculated sets were issued for collectors. That means most of these coins went directly into circulation, and very few were saved in pristine, mint condition. That fact alone makes high-quality 1982 D quarters harder to find today, especially ones that haven't been damaged or worn from years of use. But what really excites collectors about the 1982 D quarter isn't just its historical context, it's the errors and unique features that can turn this coin from a 25-cent piece into a rare collectible worth thousands. One of the most well-known and valuable errors in the 1982 D series is the missing mint mark error. In extremely rare cases, a coin that should have a D mint mark was struck without it, a clear indicator of a minting mistake that dramatically increases the value. If you ever come across a 1982 quarter that lacks a mint mark, don't spend it. You could be holding onto something incredibly rare. Another highly collectible error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the blank planchet isn't properly aligned within the coining press, resulting in a design that is noticeably shifted to one side. These coins stand out immediately and are incredibly popular among collectors. If the date and major design elements are still visible, especially the mint mark, the value goes up significantly. An off-center 1982 D-quarter with clear, readable features can become the centerpiece of a rare coin collection. Collectors are also hunting for double die errors, particularly on the obverse of the 1982 D-quarter. With this type of error, the coin shows noticeable doubling on the inscriptions such as Liberty, In God We Trust, or even on the year 1982. These doubling errors are caused by a misalignment during the striking process and are extremely desirable when visible to the naked eye. They're among the most exciting discoveries for coin enthusiasts, and when found in excellent condition, they can fetch huge amounts at auction. Another rare variety includes struck-through errors, where debris or grease interferes with the die, causing parts of the design to be missing or faded. These coins are one of a kind. No two struck-through errors are exactly the same, which adds an extra layer of uniqueness and collectability. Many collectors specialize in these unusual pieces, and 1982 D-quarters with dramatic struck-through effects are always in demand. Now, let's talk about how to identify whether your 1982 D-quarter might be one of these rare and valuable examples. The first step is a close visual inspection under proper lighting or magnification. Look at the inscriptions and the date. Any doubling, fading, or misalignment could be a sign of a mint error. Use a precision scale to weigh the coin. A standard clad quarter should weigh around 5.67 grams. If it weighs significantly more or less, that could point to a wrong planchet error or some other minting anomaly. Also, check the edge. A missing copper stripe or an unusual surface texture can signal something special. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Even if you find a rare error, its value will be greatly influenced by how well it has been preserved. A coin with full luster, no heavy scratches, and sharp detail is far more valuable than one that's been in circulation for decades. Coins that are professionally graded and encapsulated in mint state condition bring the highest prices at auction. That's why many collectors choose to submit their coins to trusted grading services like PCGS or NGC for authentication and valuation. Interest in the 1982 D-quarter has grown rapidly in recent years. As more collectors focus on modern era coins, this year and mint mark have become one of the hottest searches in the coin world. Auction houses have reported intense bidding wars over rare varieties of the 1982 D-quarter, especially those with documented errors and high-grade condition. These sales continue to set new price records, reflecting the strong demand and limited supply for truly exceptional examples of this coin. And here's the moment you've been waiting for in a recent high-profile coin auction, an extraordinary 1982 D-quarter featuring a rare double die error and preserved in superb uncirculated condition stunned collectors when it sold for a jaw-dropping $50,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $50,000 for a quarter that once might have sat unnoticed in someone's coin jar. That's the beauty of coin collecting. It's not always the oldest or flashiest coin that brings the biggest return. Sometimes, it's the subtle differences, the hidden errors, and the sharp eye of a collector that uncover the most valuable treasures. So now it's your turn to take a closer look at your coins. Search through your 1982 D-quarters with a fresh perspective and a keen eye for the unexpected. Who knows, you might have a rare and valuable error coin just waiting to be discovered. And if you think you've found something special, we'd love to hear about it in the comments. Share your stories, ask your questions, and let's grow this community of passionate collectors together. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on the latest coin discoveries and valuable finds. Thanks for watching, keep searching, and as always, happy collecting!